Alright, so here we are at Sandayani, and out behind me you'll see the house of Tamiji Hanamura. He's carved out this whole land in this terrace and by himself over time. He set up camping here, and yet he still does his best to maintain this garden and have a small living. It's an incredibly large place. If you're wondering one of the reasons why Tamiji decided to move here, it was because of the views of the mountains. Now, as you can see way up at the top there are some amazing peaks. I'm not sure if those are the ones that we came down off a day ago, but I'll double check with that, because that is an incredible view. You can see why he chose such a remarkable place like this to set up his home. Wow, it's incredibly peaceful out here. It's just incredible how quiet it is. You hear the river below. You get an amazing view of the mountains over there. I can understand why Tamiji decided to move here. When about 6:30 rolled around last night, we were just chatting with some biologists that are here. Two guys rolled in that had left the summit at 6 a.m. that morning, and so for 12.5 hours they had hiked, and that was, that's a grand total of 35 kilometers that they hiked in one day, and they were going to finish off all the way to Chairo in another 2 to 3 hours. So and they're from La Paz, so they're used to the climate, but they're in really good shape to be able to do that, because it's a lot of up and down. Right, so day 3, we're heading down from Sandayani, or the area that was built by a Japanese fellow, Tamiji Hanamura, who's now in his 80s. He turns 81 on December 11th. He really loves postcards, so I'm gonna let anybody who wants to send him something just send me a line, and I'll drop me an email, and I'll give you the address of a tour company that brings him mail, because there's obviously no mail around here. Really nice guy. He came here and he left his home when he was 23 in the 1955, and over the next couple of years he made his way across to different countries, including South Africa, and docked in I think it was Sao Paulo, and then worked his way along until almost died along the way, he said. But he worked his way over to La Paz, and he actually didn't come down the Choro trek. He actually came over a mountain ridge on another very old trail, and set himself up there for clearing land, building that huge garden from scratch. He was the only person there, and he said back in the day when he arrived in 1960, there's only about 3 or 4 people coming along the Choro trail. And it shows you that, as he became famous, people would come along, and more people. So you're saying about at least, talking to different people, at least 6 people a day, and then when you get to the Holy Week, tons of people come through. So it's an interesting story. He is happy to show it to you. He wants to know where you're from, and you can write it on his map. He's got a whole stack of postcards from all sorts of times. He showed me all the ones from Canada, and that's where I'm from, so it was really neat to see. Also all over the country, people saying hello to him, putting their name on the card. So I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to try to get together as many people as possible that want to. Who knows how long this guy's going to be able to live up here. He's already bent over double from age, but doesn't complain. His house is, still living in a mud house that he built way back when. I mean, it's a simple life, but the view is incredible. You can understand why he settled down here. Alright, so from now on, it's about 3 to 4 hours, the guidebook says, 8 kilometers, and a total descent of about 600 meters to get to Chairo. Now, you can hike the main, it's like a drivable road from Chairo over onto over onto Yolosa, which is also the end of the death road, and get transport to Coroico from there, or you can get a ride. Now, as it's just a regular road, and also because of time constraints, I think we're going to look for a ride in Chairo to take us the rest of the way to Coroico, and then zip up this afternoon to La Paz, hopefully. We're just told by a local we passed it's about 20 minutes from here to Chairo. Now, is that for locals or is that for foreigners? I'm kind of thinking it's for locals. So anyways, a bit more energy, we're going to push on a lot faster, burn ourselves out, planning on a half-an-hour arrival time. Well, it's only about 2 minutes since my last section of video, and it looks like there's Chairo down below, so we made really good time so far. It's early for lunch, but maybe we'll be able to find somebody that's going to be heading out. Finally, just in about an hour and 3/4, we've managed to get down to Chairo, which is going to be the end of the road for us. Lots of birds, a lot more tropical and very humid, even though it's only 10:15 in the morning. So from here on, it's just finding a trip back to La Paz.